Franklin County.
More Courtney Funeral Home. Well, they're a fifth-generation funeral home taking care of the people of Franklin County since 1905. They're committed to serving you, dedicated to providing personalized, professional, and compassionate service to help lighten your burden and help you out during these difficult times. More Courtney Funeral Home, 300 First Avenue Northwest in Winchester, 967-2222. More Courtney Funeral Home.
All right. Let's try this again. Back here on the starting lineup, ESPN Radio 1340 1069 WCDT Winchester. Joe Abraham alongside Chewy. It is a What the Florida Friday. We're going to start it all over again, Chewy. Just get a whole second opportunity at this, second crack at this. You missed it. It was the best intro of the show that has ever happened. I'm sorry that you missed it.
Brett says he thinks we got it.
We even full-on made the announcement and everything. If you were listening on the Facebook feed, you totally missed out. So that just is the way it is. Sorry about that. No, we're going to make the announcement here later in hour number one. I appreciate you guys sticking with us and transferring over to the new feed. I don't know what that was about. Computers. Am I right? Yeah.
What? Oh, yeah. Sorry. I was...
No. It's more of a unanswered question. It is a What the Florida Friday. Joe Abraham with Chewy.
Shout out to Joe Abraham, though, for fixing the show. I just wanted to say that.
This is an ongoing theme
Yeah.
of the show. Chewy breaks stuff, I fix stuff, then I break Chewy. It's a circle of life.
Hey, circle of life, circle of death.
Wait, what is on your shirt this morning?
Chewbacca.
You have a shirt of Chewy with also Chewy on it.
Yeah.
It looks like a Glamour Shots shirt of Chewy. and you're Chewy.
Yeah.
That makes me so uncomfortable. The whole thing is making me very, very uncomfortable.
Is it a little too surreal?
I feel like your whole family's watching me right now.
Yeah.
How come Chewy's hair in some of the pictures is pushed straight back like that, and then in other pictures he looks like he went to the barbershop and he's got like the thing and it like frames his face?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you not comb your hair before? When you had some? I was just asking. You have a bad hair day every now and again. You go to the barber and they mess something up. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the one Chewy looks like a greaser Chewy, and the other Chewy he looks like I don't know, like not a greaser Chewy.
He does slick his hair back, doesn't he? Do you think
sometimes
they use like Wookiee hair oil, like Wookiee pomade, like a full body pomade?
Probably.
That'd be interesting.
All right, so it is a What the Florida Friday. Today on the show, we are doing the announcement here towards the end of hour number one. Because we got a late start, we're gonna jump right into it. Chewy, we're gonna jump right into it. Not cool. Like we don't always jump right into it. But I do encourage you to stay tuned. We're gonna do the phone calls with Poultry Electric and Pro Hardware and Heath Automotive here coming up in just a moment. Big announcement today. Big announcement on ESPN Radio Winchester. Chewy, we're losing our right hand. Our right hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was the right hand. And Johnny Hand he's stepping away from us, from the afternoon handoff. He's actually getting back into banking. Apparently, financial stability is more important than chasing greatness with us. So I can't relate to that. Just is what it is.
Brett Crabtree says, was it the best intro because we didn't have to hear you guys? And then Jay Cool says hello this morning.
Something like that. I ran into Brett at the softball game.
Oh, yeah?
Last night. Yeah. Tough loss for the girls. They actually, Chewy, they got off to a little bit of a slow start, and then in the middle innings, they fell behind 7-2, but came thundering back in the sixth and seventh innings. They scored 2 in the sixth, bottom of the sixth, and then had a 1-2-3 top of the seventh, and then almost completed the comeback. They were down 7-6 with runners on second and third, and a hit would have won the game, and couldn't get the tying run or the winning run across the plate. But man, are they scrappy! And they have once those bats get going, you got to watch out.
Cool.
But
well, I'm glad they played well.
yeah, got a chance to see him. So we were leaving a game, and a fire truck shows up at the the weight room area, the locker room area for the football team. They've got that, what is that called? I don't know.
The dugout?
No. On the other side of the parking lot, where the football, the facility is, the football facility?
Yeah, so what happened?
Nothing. I think that they were checking to see if there was a gas leak. There was like a smell of gas. They checked it out. I don't know. I got out of there.
Interesting comment here. Jamie Parton says, first off, they said, we need to get some age limits on umps. And then they said, we need some that we can see. And then Jay Cool jumped in. See, IT was right. You turned it off. You turn it back on again. Then bam, it works.
Yeah, technically it was Jay Cool that fixed the problem.
Yeah.
We restarted and boom, it worked.
So Brett Crabtree is also agreeing with the age limits on the umps. And then he's saying it's the field house.
The field house. Thank you. That's why Brett listens. Brett, for people who don't know, Brett is our unofficial moderator. Not moderator of comments, moderator of us.
Yeah, like he makes sure that we actually, unironically, Brett helps the show more than a lot of people realize.
Yeah.
So shout out to Brett. W's in the chat for Brett, please.
Okay, so who was it that said the thing about the umpires?
Yeah, that was Jamie Parton. They were talking about age limits on umps.
Okay, Jamie A. Lyon. So the strike zone yesterday was all over the place.
Really?
Yeah, I mean it was pretty rough. Because depending on if the batter was left-handed or right-handed, I mean inside pitches to the right-handed kids, literally there's no way you could have swung at the ball without it hitting you. And they were calling them strikes. And on the flip side of things, you'd have the left-handed batters are in the box, and the ball would be going through the right-handed batter's box, and they'd still call it a strike. But then on the other side, it was just, I think it was the positioning of the umpire, because the other side of the plate was very tight. So it was weird. It was a weird game last night. But the girls are very good. Despite the loss, here's the other thing is you can tell that they're, and we're going to have an article coming out this morning over at 931go.com. Chew, you can tell that they're still messing around with things. Like last night, they tried a new thing where they had all three of their pitchers pitched 2 innings apiece, and they just rotated. But the reason that they didn't, they were putting, it seemed like anyway to me, it seemed like they were putting them in areas that they either hadn't been, felt a little uncomfortable, places that they wanted to try him in a little bit. For Bella Smith, for example, Bella has gotten off to a slow start in the early innings, so they started her and allowed her to try and kind of work through it. She pitched well through the first couple of innings. It was 2-2 maybe when she came out of the game, or 2. It might have been 2-0, but she only gave up 2 runs early in the game. But again, that's the area that she struggles. Usually after inning 1 or 2, the whole rest of the way, she's dialed in. She's locked in. So where did they put her? They put her where she's uncomfortable. Then what they did in the middle innings was they pitched Delana, who Delana Marshall has started a lot of games, and she normally doesn't come in relief. If she starts, she starts and she pitches, and she gets 4 innings in, and she goes for quite a while. Well, they put her in the middle innings in a relief role because that's an area that she wasn't necessarily used to, comfortable with. And then to wrap things up, Delana came in to close. Sorry, I mixed that up. It was Nelson that they brought in the middle innings because Nelson is normally the closer. So they bring in Nelson in the middle 2 innings, and then they brought Marshall in to try and close it out. Well, again, putting the pitchers in areas that they don't normally pitch in to try and get them work, create some versatility.
Got you.
The point is, they lost. It was disappointing,
but they played hard.
But they played hard. They came back, and I thought they were going to get them. I really did.
Jay Cool said that he will be in here at 2 to tell us what he did.
Oh, nice.
Cool. So Brett Crabtree says, just make it official, guys.
Yeah.
And, John Korak jumped in saying he could do a part-time, speaking of Johnny, he could do a part-time Joe and still be, I'm a part-time show and still be a banker, the afternoon transaction.
We're going to try and get him to continue to do stuff with us.
Right. Somehow we got to get Johnny back in here.
Weekly shows, games, things like that. We'll keep him involved.
The thought of Johnny not being around makes me very sad.
Yeah. The thought of you being around makes me very uncomfortable.
You're not the only one, Joey Ram.
Anyway, this has been a riveting start to the show. But, Chewy.
Yes?
I came across an article, and I wanted to get your thoughts on it.
Okay.
So, there was a situation in Paris where somebody won $1 million Picasso painting.
They won it.
They won it in a raffle.
Oh my God!
Right, it was a $117 ticket. Apparently, I'm like questioning every church raffle I've ever gone to now at this point in time. I don't know who. Like, where do you come up with hey, I got this Picasso sitting in the closet, and not doing nothing with it. Why don't we raffle this thing off?
It's like rolled up under a bunch of boxes, so it's like all folded and stuff too.
We stick it in a basket with crackers and.
And
cheese,
some wine, some Parisian wine.
What are we raffling for? That tickets are $117 a piece. I get if there's a Picasso involved and you have a chance to win $1 million Picasso. I mean, I would scratch a $100 check.
I mean,
but what is the raffle for? In that, like, what is the money going to support?
Right. You don't want this to. So right. First off, you don't want this money going to the French. So I understand that. That makes perfect sense to me because that's disgusting.
Do you know how many tickets you'd have to turn to cover the cost of $1 million?
Right. It makes you wonder what kind of fat cat is
at least 100.
At least 100. At least 4 or 5. Hey, Andrew's in here this morning.
Good morning,
Andrew. I don't know, dude. Would you guys fork over $167 for $1 million raffle? I don't think I would, actually. I don't know.
It depends too. Like, again, I go back to what kind of raffle this was. I mean, are we talking silent auction style, where next to it on the table, you can try and win the free oil change?
Oh yeah, we have a $1 million Picasso. A free oil change, and a $15 gift certificate to McDonald's.
Express Oil is
exactly
been generous enough to give us this.
You can win this assorted cheese basket or $1 million Picasso painting. Here's what I want to know, though. In all seriousness, I don't know how to resell a Picasso painting. Like if you gave me $1 million,
this is not the way to do it.
Yeah, so I'm just saying maybe this guy was like, I need to get rid of this. Okay. It was
sure.
It's a tax write-off.
Sure.
So I need to get rid of this tax write-off. They're gonna bury me if I don't get rid of this $1 million artwork. So I'm just gonna do a raffle.
Okay, so at 117, it's actually not as many tickets as I thought you'd have to sell. So at $1 million, you'd have to $1 million divided by 117. You'd have to sell 8,547 tickets.
Jay Cool, he is the best. Segue. Listen, this is no joke. The silent auction is on Saturday for the oil change. Very slick, Jay. Very slick.
It is. So tomorrow, Jay Cool is referring to the...
Oh, we got the flyer right here.
Come on. Flyer's all flyery. The 5th annual Southern Spring Thaw Poker Run is tomorrow. CVMA, Vets Helping Vets. Again, the 18th. Registration is at VFW Post 1893. You've heard a bunch about it here. In fact, this is the event that created the Hoagie Rollers. Breakfast served at 8 a.m. for a small cost. Again, all the funds collected by this thing go to help veterans. Registration starts at 9. First bike out at 10. Last bike in at 1400. Local veterans in need. So I encourage you to support this great cause. Start one is going to be the VFW over there on the lake. That's where the start is. Stop 1 is Jim Oliver's Smokehouse. 2 is Red Bucks in Huntland. 3 is Lynchburg HD. 4 is Daddy Billy's in Tullahoma, and they circle back around to the VFW on the lake. Everybody's welcome. They've got a famous cooler auction. There's a live silent auction, door prizes, live music, all the things.
Cool.
All right, let's get a quick break in here. Chewy, I want you to think about this in the break.
Okay.
If we were to auction something of yours, what would it be, and how much would the tickets be?
I have an idea for this one already.
Okay. We'll tell you what it is when we come back. For anybody else, I'm taking bids on a slightly used Chewy. Drop your numbers in the chat. Highest offer is going to take him home, and you got to return him with a bath. And believe me, you'll want to return him. I'm just saying, give him a bath. Please.
All right.
Somebody help me out there. It is the starting lineup. ESPN Radio 1340 1069 WCDT Winchester.
The starting lineup with Joe and Chewy is presented by Loco in Winchester. Right here in Winchester, Loco is doing things their own way. From locally roasted Loco coffee to a one-of-a-kind shop experience. It's a place that's built for the Franklin County community. So if you haven't stopped by yet, now's the time. Support local. Drink Loco coffee, fueling Franklin County mornings. Roasted right here in Franklin County. And don't forget to tune into the starting lineup, weekdays from 7 to 9.
For over 10 years, EC Design and Print has provided print marketing solutions for Southern Middle Tennessee, and their customer satisfaction speaks for itself. Just check out their Google reviews. The words clients use consistently to describe EC is that they're different, unique, and fun to work with, whether from a long-time or a first-time customer. EC Design takes pride in how they handle any project, no matter how simple or complicated it might be. So make your next print project easy with EC Design and Print on North Jackson Street in Tullahoma.
It's time for a local news break from the 931 Go News Center.
Thomas Edward Gwynn, one of Tullahoma's oldest residents and a decorated U.S. Army Ranger, passed away April 6th at the age of 106. Born June 2nd, 1919, in Moscow, Tennessee, Gwynn joined the Army in 1940 and became an Army Ranger in 1943. He served in World War II, fighting in historic battles, including D-Day, the Battle of the Bulge, and the Battle of Normandy. He later served in the Korean War, participating in the Battle of Incheon. Gwynn was captured as a prisoner of war twice and escaped both times. His honors include 12 Purple Hearts, the Silver Star, the Bronze Star, the Distinguished Service Cross, and the Prisoner of War Medal. He is remembered locally as the greatest Ranger that ever was. In law enforcement news, the Franklin and Lincoln County Sheriff's Offices are conducting a joint investigation following the death of 31-year-old Jeffrey Dwayne Roberts of Lincoln County. Roberts reportedly ingested an illegal narcotic during a traffic stop April 14th and later died at a Fayetteville hospital. The investigation led to a search warrant executed April 15th at the residence on Hickory Drive in Huntland. Authorities seized suspected methamphetamine and marijuana, multiple firearms, and drug paraphernalia. 3 individuals were arrested on various drug and firearm charges. The investigation into Roberts' death remains ongoing. In city government, the Winchester City Council has approved a $6 million bid from Robert Roberts LLC of Chattanooga for a major city hall renovation project. The renovation will expand the facility to more than 12,000 square feet, including updated office space and additional amenities. Officials say rising costs and structural upgrades increase the project total from earlier estimates. For more local news and updates, visit 931go.com. Stay informed and stay connected to your community with ESPN Radio Winchester.
Are you struggling to get real impact from your marketing dollars? That's because most local advertising is sold short term with no strategy behind it. At ESPN Radio Winchester, we don't just run ads, we build marketing plans. We focus on consistency and alignment across platforms and long-term visibility that keeps working even when your ad isn't playing. Because marketing isn't a project, it's a system. Start building your brand with ESPN Radio, 1340 1069 WCDT Winchester.
There was an outline for today's show, but it didn't survive the opening segment. Back to Joe and Chewy on the starting lineup right here on ESPN Radio, 1340 1069 WCDT Winchester.
Back here on the starting lineup, ESPN Radio 1340 1069 WCDT Winchester. big announcement here coming later in the first hour. Chewy, before we get to the phone calls, though, over at Poultry Electric and Heath Automotive, my friend, if you had one thing of yours hidden in a back closet that you were going to auction off that I could maybe steal and do myself the auction. I'm just saying, if you're going to tell me about it, I'm going to know where it is now at this point. No, if you had one thing that you wanted to auction off, weird, valuable, or otherwise, what would it be?
So we're not talking about a personal item, like something of Chewy, but you're thinking like something that I have collected, buried within my hovel.
Yeah, if you got something really cool.
I have 2 Spinosaurus teeth, like actual ones.
Really?
Yes, and then I have a model one as well, but I also have a Megalodon tooth.
Cool.
I have 2 Mosasaur teeth, and I have some fossilized amber. I also have some coprolites, which is fossilized feces, for anyone who's curious. Yeah.
I was going to call you like Chewy, the dentist of the dead. Dentist of the stars.
I also have a giant, like, 1 foot tall slab of rock that has ammonites and squid shells from the Cambrian period that have been polished. And it's...
You're such a dork.
Well, it's roughly, at a bare minimum, between 150 and 400 million years old.
I asked this man what he wants to auction off, and his response is dinosaur poop.
Yeah. It's fascinating. Fossil market's big, my friend. Brett says y'all could raffle off some kind of handmade wood piece that Chewy made. That's actually a really good idea.
It's a good idea.
Brett says, no, you don't. Dinosaurs weren't real.
I was thinking about auctioning off like an afternoon with Chewy. I wonder what somebody would pay.
That would be a lot. I wouldn't want to pay. I wouldn't want someone to pay for that. You know,
I wouldn't either. But if it generates revenue for the station,
I honestly, when you first brought it up, my first thought was like, man, a golden beanie. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like literally one of mine that have been spray painted in a shadow box.
Yeah,
I think that's a fun idea.
Yeah,
one like a on air beanie.
You'd want it to be able to. You'd want it to be behind glass, like to be protected. But maybe down at the bottom, you could have a little slit where it's like a scratch and sniff slit.
Oh my god!
Smell Chewy's head.
Yeah, I'm sure that would be wonderful. It said Chewy is Ross from Friends. I don't know if that's a compliment.
Ross was a big dinosaur dork.
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
I'll take it though.
So you know the Picasso painting that we talked about, $117 tickets to buy this thing? Raised $14 million.
Are you
for
kidding
Alzheimer's?
Me? Oh, for Alzheimer's, great. Okay, so it was like for a charity.
Yeah.
Great.
Which means that they had to sell a lot of tickets.
That is an insane amount of tickets. So they must have known that, because there's probably a couple like really wealthy people that probably bought like 100 tickets or something, you know?
Personally though, like, I would rather win $1 million cash than $1 million Picasso.
Maybe.
What the heck am I going to do with a Picasso? I can't pay my rent with a Picasso.
You might though. You might. You're smart. So I bet you'd be like, rent this Picasso, rent it out to people for like fancy parties. I bet you there's Picasso freaks who probably got a lot of money and you're like, hey, I won this thing. $14 million is now what it's technically worth because that's how much it raised. So now it's a $14 million painting.
Is that how that works?
No, it doesn't, but I'm just going to say that.
We would, if we ended up with a $14 million Picasso, how do you move a piece of artwork like that?
I wouldn't feel safe.
The market's probably not great.
Yeah.
For $1 million Picasso. But B, could you imagine just walking into the station and we'd put it back there next to like the North football jersey, just tack it up on a wall
with like thumbtacks.
Yeah. Not even in a frame or nothing.
Straight through the canvas. Yeah. We come back one day, it's gone. Oh well. We don't know.
We start having our guests sign the Picasso. It's more valuable that way.
Come get your picture with the Picasso.
Yeah. Come be on air, get your picture, sign the Picasso.
Sponsored by Loco.
Presented by Loco.
Spray painted with a thing on there. Now it's just like on the whole third bottom half is in big black bold letters. Loco.
Presented by.
Oh dear.
All right, let's go out to Poultry Electric and Pro Hardware, see what they're up to this morning.
All right. Oh, also Ricky Tips. While we're doing this, he did say auction off the ability to style Chewy haircut, shave, and wardrobe. That's an interesting one.
Ricky every time your hair comes in, he wants to cut your hair up.
He's got the bug.
He does. I think we need to do like the reverse mohawk. I think we should. No. I've got it. This is a tremendous idea. We auction off the entire style. Not just the cutting of, but the entire style. Is that what he said? Mm-hmm. Where they can determine whether or not you have a stripe shaved down the center of your head.
That sounds like kind of fun.
I stole that idea from Ricky just right then.
I'm literally.
Is the phone not working now?
No, it is.
Okay.
I'm just. You ever just do one of those things where you feel colossally stupid?
I gotta pull every day when I do this show. I got to pull up the chat. I keep asking you, what did they say? Auction off the ability to style Chewy, haircut, shave, wardrobe. So what Ricky is saying is the ability to style Chewy or like the ability to design the stuff? Because
you have to bring it to me.
I think that was Jeff.
Speaking of, this guy, I think this guy was on air with us when we shaved your head.
He was, yeah.
I was. Has it grown back yet?
Oh, it's back.
Oh, yeah.
And it's come back with a vengeance. Ricky suggested that we auction off the ability to style Chewy, the haircut, the shave, the wardrobe, the whole 9 yards. Every time this kid's hair comes back in, Ricky wants to shave it again. I don't know.
I want to know what his secret is if it grew back. I shaved mine a long time ago, like years ago.
Yeah.
And only like half of it came back.
Yeah.
It left a big bald spot on top. I don't understand why.
I'm with you. I think I need to take that trip over to. I've heard about Turkey. Apparently, they do like hair replacement or something like that, hair plugs, and it's really affordable, is what I hear.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
what's going on over there?
Well, Christy, as I was answering the phone here and walking upstairs, we done unloaded the truck this morning. And Friday morning it started out really busy. I got 3 deliveries on the phone call right before I took your phone call. And then,
well, it's Friday. This Friday is when we sell appliances over at Poultry.
It is, and we're starting out. You know, the 3 deliveries I just got is a water heater. Can we call that an appliance? Can we fudge?
Yeah.
And, Christy says yes, it is an appliance.
Yeah.
So we got 3 of them going out this morning to 3 different job sites. That was on the spur of the moment deal that just come in, and then Adam and Christy has like 5 appliance deliveries that's already booked.
Wow.
And if we get anything else to go with that, so. We've got several things going on. So, yeah, we're going to have people going every which direction it is, I reckon. And then Christy hollers over here, and she says, hey, we got a special to go on the radio for the appliance department. So, Christy, what is the special?
We have Whirlpool washer and dryer.
She has a Whirlpool washer and dryer set.
That sells normally for
$13.18 if you buy the pair, the set.
Right.
So from $13.18, she's got them at $11.98.
Oh,
and
wow.
that is Whirlpool.
Yeah, that's Whirlpool.
You know, it has a built-in faucet option to hand scrub your clothes. If you have a stain, holds up to 20 towels. So here's the thing. It's not a Speed Queen, but Whirlpool is made in the United States.
Yeah.
It is a USA-made product.
I like it.
Whirlpool. So, you know, if you want something better than that, you know, we've got a pair here that is like $800 for the washer and dryer, right?
Yeah.
And then you've got the Speed Queen, which is on the upper echelon.
Right.
And then now she's got a Whirlpool option here.
Right there in the middle.
We've had a few Whirlpool options, yeah, but right in the middle, she's got a Whirlpool option here. So if you need something there, if you don't want that cheapest option, but you don't want that most expensive option, now she's got a USA-made product by Whirlpool that is right in the middle of all of that. So if you're in the mood or in the market, either one, for a washer dryer set, come and see us for that. She's got those outside on the floor. She got Adam and Christy got several different appliances in this week. They went to the appliance show, I don't know, about a month ago, and that stuff is starting to roll in. They've got it open in the showroom back here. So whatever your appliance needs is, Friday is the appliance day. We just start labeling Friday appliance day.
Well, Jeff, so Ricky popped into the chat. He said the reason your hair didn't grow back and Chewy's did is because Chewy's not old yet. That was Ricky. That wasn't me.
That's coming from the dumbest guy in Franklin County. So there's no way he has no credibility with Franklin Canyons, okay?
Jeez.
Because everyone knows it was Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
I was dumb, he was dumber. And actually, he was the dumbest. So there's no credibility with him. So
Listen,
we don't care what he says.
I appreciate where you're coming from. I don't want to get between it. I mean, in the middle of it, I don't want to step in that. But yeah, that's what he said, and yeah, your response is that he's the dumbest guy in Franklin County. What can I do?
I mean, I may not have no hair on my head, on the top of my head, or 2/3 of my head, or 1/3 of my head. I don't know how to explain it. I don't just see the top of my head unless I look in the mirror. But I don't look like a big baboon walking around, So, it's been a while since Ricky and I have had a good on-air spat, you know what I mean? So he's not even here to defend himself now, so I can just talk all I want to talk. He's in the background chiming in on some kind of message or something.
In your defense, he took a
shot
at you
first.
first.
He didn't even defend himself.
He took a shot at you first.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, so that gives me credibility to just give everything out there I want to.
Yeah. Right? I mean,
the dumbest, the dumbest baboon going on. So, anyways, Poach Electric Pro Hardware. I fired my grill up. Not that it's the first time, but my wife said, "Hey, it's getting warm. We ain't fired the grill up, in a while." So I fired the grill up last night. And then, actually, I'm lying to you. I didn't fire the grill up. I fired the flat top up. I have a Traeger flat top, and the flat top uses propane,
Right.
So that's what we cooked on smash burgers last night. That's what I hadn't used in a while.
Why didn't you invite me?
Yeah, so I was just hoping I had enough propane because I haven't had it on in probably 2 or 3 months. I've been using the grill with pellets. But I hadn't used, but, hey, I got through it. But the tank is real light, so I've got to remember to bring my tank up here. So if you're out grilling, you need those tanks filled, bring them up here. Electrical plumbing, irrigation, nuts, bolts, screws, fasteners, Benjamin Moore paint, appliances. Come and see us, Poach Electric Pro Hardware, 1991 Short Springs Road. Call us at 967-7351. Find us on the web at poacherelectric.com.
Yeah, so easy that even a big old dumb gorilla or whatever you call
baboon
it, baboon.
Gorilla's too easy. It's a baboon.
Even a big old dumb baboon could do it. So I like what you said though about my propane tank is also very light. I need to grab mine off the grill and run it up there.
You know what's going to happen. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to procrastinate it.
Right.
I'm not going to do it.
Right.
I'm going to be cooking smash burgers again or cooking some kind of fajitas on my flat top, and I'm going to run out midway through the cook.
Right. That's exactly it. And you're going to end up with some.
And then my wife will be calling me, "You big dumb baboon. Why didn't you remember to take your grill bottle and fill it up? You go to work every day where you actually fill propane cylinders,
You got distracted by Ricky tips.
That's right.
It's not your fault.
That's right.
All right, brother.
Hey, y'all have a good day. Thanks a lot.
That is Poultry Electric and Pro Hardware. Again, I recommend that you go over there. It's Appliance Friday over there. They just move appliances on Friday for whatever reason. It's amazing. It's a phenomenon. All right, so you guys all tuned into the show early on. You may have thought when you tuned in on the Facebook feed, you may have thought that we mistakenly couldn't get the technology to work, but in reality, it was just a way for us to sneak a break in at 5 minutes after the top of the hour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we wanted to again make the announcement here towards the back half of the hour, so we intentionally screwed ourselves up. Okay, what do we got? One more break?
Yes, technically.
Okay, let's do this. Let's flip it right back around.
Okay.
And let's call out to Heath Automotive. It's a little early for Heath, but we'll get this call in. And then when we come back in just a few moments to wrap up hour number 1, going into hour number 2, we're going to make this announcement. Now, if you've got kids in the car and you're all excited and they're excited and they want to know what this huge announcement is going to be, just stay tuned. Just sit in the parking lot. I'm giving you full authority under the power vested in me by the radio people to just sit in the parking lot and wait till we make the announcement before you send them into school. They can be late. It's okay. Blame it on me. All right. Let's go out to Heath Automotive. Steve, good morning. How are you today?
Good morning, Joe. I'm doing great.
It sounds like it. I appreciate the enthusiasm in your voice. You coming in, you sending people out of the door with new tires on their vehicle. It's always a nice feeling when you ride down the road and, whether it be an oil change or the new tires or whatever the case is, not just a feeling of confidence in the vehicle that you're driving, but also you got a smoother ride going on. And a lot of times, too, it can take a vehicle and bring it back to life, so to speak. Getting new tires on it and getting some work done that's desperately been needed. But if you take it to Heath Automotive, what I would suggest is that people start from day one when they get that new vehicle to have that plan to take it to you guys and extend the life of all of the different pieces and parts of the vehicle. That's what you're there for.
Absolutely, Joe. We even have customers that will buy a new vehicle, and they may buy it. Sometimes it's at a dealership away from here, where it's not real. They may have bought it in Huntsville or Murfreesboro and all. It's not convenient to do the scheduled maintenance and services and things on it. So we will do that for them, even though they bought the vehicle elsewhere. And even with tires, we have a lifetime tire program to where we will rotate and rebalance the tires just like they were ours. And because we have customers, I'd say 75-80% of all of our customers that buy tires also have service done here as far as their oil changes and fluid maintenance, things like that. And they get it all in one trip, make it convenient. They may be a drop-off customer, or they may be a waiting customer. It's just like we opened the drop box this morning. We had multiple sets of keys. People that had already come in early or last night left their vehicles, and we pulled the keys. We've already got the work order started on them. They may have additional notes in there. And we've got all that rolling out there this morning. So convenience and getting it done right, that's what we try to accomplish every day.
You mentioned convenience. I think that's important, especially in the way that the world works today. It's so tough to pull yourself away from work or to get this, to get work done on a vehicle, or maybe you've got a lady and her husband's passed away and she doesn't know what needs to be done and all the things. And, you guys have the ability to take folks even to and from where they need to be, or they can do what a lot of people do and walk across the street and get some lunch or something like that. But you make the process so easy. And I know from experience, because Katie talks about it every time she brings a vehicle up there.
Well, that's what we shoot for. Everybody's got different needs and timetables, and, life is busy, and you can have a lot going on, and if we can take some of the hassle out of it, that's what we're always striving for.
Yeah, hassle, stress, anxiety, all the things is what you take out of it. You make it so easy over there at Heath Automotive. And for people who need to get work done, maybe their vehicle is making a funny noise, or maybe they just need a new set of tires on the thing, they can find you guys over there. But they can also find you on the web as well. You guys have a beautiful new website at heathautomotivetire.com. We've been talking about it here as of late. If you're interested in the rebates, they have them listed on the website. And we talk about them often here when we get you on the line, Steve. But they have the ability now to just go right to the website And whenever they're ready to get a new set of tires, they can check the rebates that you guys have going on over there. And you may even have some more that aren't on the website as well.
Right, and Mason and I were both in, Hankook Tire invited us for a plant tour yesterday. So we were in Clarksville yesterday through that huge facility that Hankook has up there. First time Mason had ever seen the process of making tires, so it enlightened him, but we came back with information. We've got April 20th. We've got a real nice additional rebate starting with Hankook, up to $100 back on most of their tires. And then their private label, a less expensive tire, but made, it's the Laughlin, and Laughlin is made to the same OE specs that the Hankooks are, and they're offering $70 and $40 rebates per set on those tires. So there's just another one, Joe. They keep coming in on a regular basis this time of the year. Different options, different amounts you can save.
Tremendous stuff. Where can folks find you over there at Heath Automotive?
Well, we're in Winchester at 501 First Avenue Southwest. That's 4 blocks off the square. And give us a call, 967-3880. Any of the service advisors here will be happy to talk to you about your needs and any issues you've got going on, try to answer your questions. Automotive repair and service can get very interesting. It's never boring, so we do our best to try to take care of those needs.
Well, like you said, you take the hassle out of it as well, which is what I appreciate you guys about you guys over there at Heath Automotive. Steve, I appreciate you, my friend. Have a tremendous weekend.
All right, so Joe, enjoy this beautiful weather. It's getting ready to get a little cooler.
Well, I will enjoy it, and I will hopefully be safe on the road because I've got my tires from Heath Automotive, and they've still got good tread on them. So even if it does get nasty out there and we get some spring showers, I know that Katie and the kids and the Suburban are going to be rolling down the road safely thanks to you guys.
Well, Joe, we appreciate your business. We wish everybody a great weekend.
All right, brother. Talk to you soon.
All right, sir.
All right. That is Heath Automotive. Quick break here. When we come back, you've been waiting. It's time. This is the starting lineup. Big announcement coming up on the other side. ESPN Radio, 1340, 1069, WCDT Winchester.
Winchester. When our local athletes give it their all, Domino's is here to refuel the team. Swing by Domino's on South College and build your own pizza with any toppings for just $9.99 each. After the game, feed the whole squad. Grab a medium 2-topping Parmesan stuffed crust pizza, bread bites, and dips for $17.99. Or go big with 2 large pizzas and bread bites for $24.99. Quick combos, cold drinks, and deals starting at $5.99. At 668 South College Street, Domino's is proud to support our local athletes, on and off the field.
More Courtland Funeral Home? Well, they're a 5th-generation funeral home taking care of the people of Franklin County since 1905. They're committed to serving you, dedicated to providing personalized, professional, and compassionate service to help lighten your burden and help you out during these difficult times. More Courtland Funeral Home, 300 First Avenue Northwest in Winchester, 967-2222. More Courtland Funeral Home.
Got a project to tackle or a party to plan? Skip the stress and rent it instead at Reliable Rental in Winchester. From tools and heavy-duty machines to chairs, tables, and event essentials, they've got what you need to get the job done right. Whether it's work or a weekend celebration, Reliable Rental makes it easy. Stop by 2433 Deckard Boulevard in Winchester or check out everything they offer online at ReliableRentalFC.com. Reliable Rental. When you need it, they've got it.
Well, that was an interesting last segment. Let's try that again. Back to Joe Abraham and Chewy. This is the starting lineup on ESPN Radio Winchester.
Back here on the starting lineup. ESPN Radio 1340 1069 WCDT Winchester. It is a What the Florida Friday. And it's time. It's time for the announcement. It just so happened to work out perfectly. Just like we planned it, right?
Yeah, sure.
Totally.
No hiccups whatsoever. Nothing else happened.
Nope.
It all worked out exactly according to plan.
Johnny Hand in studio with us now. Good morning, my friend. How are you today?
Good morning. I heard there was a big announcement. So
There is.
I rolled out of bed early, and
I've been referring to losing you as losing our right hand.
well, I've been married for a long time, and I've never been right, so I appreciate that. I'm usually the left out hand. So.
That's actually true. If you see Johnny at some of these games and stuff, that's pretty much true. All right, so I've got to make this announcement because
hey, and this is big. You've got notes and everything.
I've got notes and everything. It is a big day here. It's your last official daily show, the afternoon handoff. We've mentioned this. We're going to try and keep you involved in some way or another. Maybe figure out how to get you to host a weekly show, a coach's show, a something show, something. But you'll be around.
Absolutely.
In the meantime, you ready for it? Is everybody ready? Chew, you ready?
I'm ready. Yes.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna do it in my movie promo voice. Exactly. That's how I got it started. In a world where ESPN Radio Winchester is losing its right hand, only one man can fill the void. He's not the hero we need or the one we deserve. Honestly, he's not a hero. He's actually less of a man, more of a myth. He can pick up pennies without bending over. His wingspan is literally wider than he is tall. He is the beast of burden. He is the Wookiee one. He is the Lord of the Board, the Wizard of Winchester, half hobo, half hero, half tism. That's three halves, I get it. But he is Chewy, and he will be taking over the afternoon slot with a new show coming Monday. Now, I know what you're thinking. He's not leaving the starting lineup. This is going to be a whole new thing. Chewy, congratulations. Tell people about the new show.
Unleashed with Chewy, happening on Monday.
That's an interesting segue.
Yeah.
Unleashed. We are letting the man off the leash, so to speak, and we've already got a presenting sponsor lined up.
We do.
Yeah.
Burrell's Termite and Pest Control is sponsoring the Unleashed segment in the afternoons from 2 to 4. Do you want to tell them who our first guest is going to be?
Well, I was going to ask you, so, we've spent kind of the last week or so working on this thing, which means that we've had a lot of time to prep and prepare and get things worked out. I'm going to let you announce. So this is something else. This is just fortuitous for people who don't realize. Monday is 420. Monday is 420.
We didn't plan it like that. I
It
promise.
definitely wasn't. We didn't go to Johnny and be like, "Hey, Johnny, when do you want to put your notice in?
Yeah.
When do you want your last show to be?" I actually ran the odds on this, and the fact that there is 52 Fridays in a year, and that once every 7 years, the Monday of 420 falls on a Monday. I did the math. It came out to be like 1 in 300 something thousand.
Golly.
That the chances were that Chewy would start a show on 420. Now, that all being said, Chewy, who is your first guest on Unleashed?
The first guest we're getting is Kyle from Domino's.
Pizza guy.
He's coming to bring us pizza, and we're going to try the new sauce over there from Domino's.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. That's sort of, it's so on brand, it's almost like poetic.
Yeah. 2 to 4.
Unleashed with Chewy.
Unleashed with Chewy.
Presented by Burrell's Termite and Pest Control.
And here's the thing. I think a lot of people are probably wondering what they can expect. And again, I don't want them to fear the morning show has this, great following, good chemistry, all the things. And that's gonna continue kind of the way that it is. But eventually, what I want to kind of get across is that this is going to develop into your own thing. But we're kind of going into it. We got a little bit of a game plan. But you're going to kind of find your own way, my friend.
Yeah, we're just going to figure it out. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Which is why you're going to want to be there, because it's going to maybe be like watching a train wreck or something. I don't know. Who knows?
If you're interested in that kind of thing. But I've got some very big shoes to fill. So, I literally, like...
size 10. Come on, hey, easy little guy.
No, I am like deeply saddened that Johnny isn't going to be here.
Well,
and, I hope I live up to everyone's afternoon expectations. Genuinely,
per J. Cool, Johnny is leaving us to go full-time Scooter Syndicate.
Right.
He's
going to be doing the numbers.
Yeah, and it is what it is. It's just
we can't talk about it.
First rule about the Scooter Syndicate: we don't talk about the Scooter Syndicate. Anyway, so I'm very excited. I will tell you this much. If you don't have plans on Monday, you do now.
Yeah.
You're not. It's kind of like when you're driving down the road and you see an ambulance flipped on its roof. You just can't help but look.
Yeah. It's you ever have like an existential crisis at 3 a.m. and it keeps you up all night? That's kind of what I'm hoping for. The vibe,
Yeah.
I want to infect your psyche.
Lose sleep with Chewy from 2 to 4 every afternoon.
Do you ever wonder what it's like, to be that thing that went out in the woods, and that's the reason why people don't, go out in the woods anymore? That's kind of what it's like hanging out with me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's sort of that vibe.
And if you see him peeking through your windows, call John. It's Johnny's
show
fault.
research.
Yeah,
it's show research.
Blame Johnny for anything that happens going forward after this in that 2 to 4 time slot. It's his fault.
Hey, but we did prep the folks that we don't talk a whole lot about sports.
Yeah, that's the good point. Yeah, so don't
afternoons.
expect a sports show with this one for sure.
Well, but the part of the plan though is that you are going to still continue to bring in, and we are going to bring in coaches and athletes and other things like that. That's one of the things that Johnny has really brought to the station that has been tremendous, and that's one of the things I'm excited about. Is I've heard you interview politicians before. I've heard you interview kids before. You do a really good job at interviewing.
Absolutely.
And I'm really excited about that as well.
Well, I appreciate that. I've actually went back and I've been watching a lot of Johnny's recordings on YouTube, that kind of thing. No, and Johnny
saw his viewer count go up.
Yeah, like Johnny, he set a very high standard for both quality and integrity on the show, and I intend on maintaining that.
What we really determined was that a lot of people don't like me, and everybody likes Johnny, and everybody likes Chewy, and so we just figured it would balance the yin to the yang of the station.
Sure.
You're the yang.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And like I said in the promo, not every decision that we make here at ESPN Radio Winchester is a good one.
So let's
that will be in full display on Monday.
So it says, so everyone is, I'll add an extra mirror down low to watch for him behind me. He's talking about Joe, Jay Cool talking about on his motorcycle. Brett says the afternoon shows are set for more ratings. I hope so. I hope you guys.
Brett's
all
taking a
enjoy
shot.
it.
Brett's taking a shot at you. The afternoon show ratings.
Johnny's right
I haven't
here.
even left yet.
I think actually the ratings will probably be in the pretty low at first, and while we're figuring everything out. Johnny, I may have to get you in here every now and again to come and help me out.
Chewy doesn't give him his personal fame enough credit.
That's right.
He needs to realize that he is the biggest celebrity in this building. Not saying much, but
sitting across Johnny Hand. Yeah, right. But
well,
I just want to say.
I said biggest.
Yeah, better than being the shortest. So
a lot of love in the room this morning.
No, Johnny, I hope I meet the expectations that you have set.
I'm very excited for you and looking forward to you getting an opportunity to share more of your what is chewiness.
Chewiness.
I think we're going to need to come up with some sort of term.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for you. It's a great opportunity for you. You earned it, and you deserve it. And so look forward to seeing how you progress, how you develop, and as you and I have talked before, just be you. That's enough.
Well, I appreciate those kinds words. Let's jump into this Deckard phone call. Good morning, Deckard.
Good morning, WCDT.
How are you guys out there this morning?
We are wonderful on this Friday. How are you guys?
Oh, we're doing okay. We got Johnny Hand in here with us and the whole crew, so we're all really excited to hear a really good pledge.
All right, well, we've got first grade. This is the last day of Miss Beveridge's class, and they're ready to get their best pledge of the week.
All right, let's hear it.
Good morning, Franklin County. Enjoy Deckard Elementary as we stand, salute, and play. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic of which it stands, one nation, under God, and indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Fantastic job, my friends. Fantastic job.
All right, who's going to joke this morning? Come on up. You going to say your name loud and proud right here? I'm Sakari, and I have the joke. What do you call a chicken who calls him a hen who counts her own egg?
I don't know.
A mathema chicken.
A mathema chicken.
That's a good one.
That was a good one. Y'all have a great day out there, okay, Deckard?
Thank you. You guys too.
See ya.
Bye.
Jay Cool jumped in saying Johnny Hand was certainly a staple of ESPN Radio Winchester. He will be missed. I don't think. Well, Johnny's not leaving.
And quit talking
around.
about being past tense. That's creepy.
Yeah, it's not like he died. I mean, we are working on a statue for Chewy just in case, but
yeah, we got to hurry up too because my likeness is going to be pretty bad in the next couple weeks, I'm sure. But that being said,
also nobody needs to worry as far as Chewy getting paid. He's still not going to get paid, so don't worry about that.
He lives in the back of the building.
Well, yeah, that's kind of like my rent. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
swims with the mice.
We'll be in good shape. He came in with big contract demands, and I said he could bring in the pizza guy for his first interview, so he was good.
I've been texting that guy all week.
Yeah, Kyle's cool.
Kyle, we shared pictures of our family. We bonded, but I got no pizza.
I will save some pizza for you as well as that.
No, he won't.
Yeah, I probably won't.
Don't lie. Don't get your show off to a start.
It's
with
okay.
dishonesty.
We'll give you a Domino's gift card as a parting gift.
All right.
Doug Garrett says Chewy looks bigger in person than he does on the radio.
I hate you all. That's
well,
when something bad happens to Chewy, y'all are going to be the ones to blame. You're going to have to look in the mirror and live with that every day.
Yeah, because your daily bullying isn't going to weigh on your conscience. It would be equally as bad for either of us. But there is an open bet though. If anyone is curious to who's going to die of a heart attack sooner, is it going to be me or Joe Abraham? Because we're going to both definitely die of cardiac failure,
right,
but for different reasons. Do you know what I mean? Both far ends of the different spectrum.
Depending on the topic of the show, we might be able to make it happen in the same show.
Maybe.
I can't get over your shirt. I cannot get over the fact that you're wearing a Chewy shirt.
Guess who just got a new favorite shirt? So Ricky also did want to. He jumped back in though, telling us about retaliating against what Jeff said. He says that came from a guy who sells tools and doesn't know the difference between 1/2 and 2/3. What you guys heard this morning on the phone call with Poultry was about what happened almost every day. Out there with every single time.
Yeah,
they did a phone call.
They love each other.
It was pretty wild.
Hey, Ricky's listening. I wonder how the Starry Nights went last night. We were at the ball field, Joe, when that.
I know it. We didn't get a chance to see it.
Yeah, and this big storm come blowing in, so I was a little bit worried about him. I was going to swing by there after the ball game and check it out, but that storm came through and it got real ugly out at the ball field.
Brett Crabtree says he never got his Domino's gift card from the college football pick'em.
College football or the basketball? I've got a whole stack of them here. We need to reach out to all the people that finished in the top 10.
He won in the college football pick'em.
Come get your Domino's.
Did he?
Hey, there he is.
I don't even remember that.
He has a credibility issue, so we'll have to go back and count points there, Brett.
Well, we got him here. Come get it. Speaking of Scooter Syndicate and bad decisions.
Good morning.
Welcome, my friend.
Good morning, guys.
How are you today?
I'm doing well. It's a beautiful
looks a little
Friday.
serious this morning.
Sammy D in studio. Katie says, I told Brett Crabtree he's been cut off.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So we just made the announcement. I'm not sure if you got a chance to hear it. I think that you have a young lady who will be very excited about Chewy's new show coming to the afternoons from 2 to 4 p.m. called Unleashed.
I love that.
With Chewy.
Yeah.
And, it's going to be interesting to let him explore the enigma that is, well, himself.
It could be by week 2, could be released.
I need from you, Sammy D. Yeah, I need you to stay close by for at least the first few shows, just in case I may need him removed.
Yeah, you call me. I'll put him back on the leash.
The special 420 show. On Monday.
That's the first show on 420.
Yeah, first show's on 420, and I'm bringing in a guy with pizza. So I'm bringing in the
Kyle from Domino's.
Wow.
But you might need to stick around with some bear spray. You know what I mean? I might get a little too wily, out here by myself.
Speaking of which, I ran out. Can you hook me up with another bottle of that?
I got you.
Thank you. All right, let's get a quick break in here. When we come back, we will officially bring Sammy D into the conversation. It is a What the Florida Friday. And, the man, the myth, the legend is in studio himself with our own legend. The battle of mythical creatures coming up on the other side. This is ESPN Radio 1340 1069 WCDT Winchester.
More fresh new savings at Furniture Merchandise Outlet, FMO, right here in Tullahoma. Ready to refresh your space? From living rooms and bedrooms to dining sets and mattresses, FMO has the styles you want at prices you'll love. No long waits, no sticker shock. Just take it home today. Visit them at 105 North Jackson Street in Tullahoma or browse anytime at FMOTN.com. Furniture Merchandise Outlet, where spring cleaning turns into a spring upgrade.
From the 931 Go Weather Center, it's time for an ESPN Radio Winchester weather update, presented by Bennett's Pharmacy.
Got some patchy fog starting at around 7 a.m. Otherwise, today's going to be a 100% chance of a sunny day with a high of 87. Calm winds coming in from the southeast at around 5 miles this afternoon to keep you nice and cool during this hot summer-like day. Stay tuned to ESPN Radio Winchester 1340 1069 for all of your positive weather updates.
At Bennett's Pharmacy in Winchester, we're more than a pharmacy. We're your partner in health. Conveniently located at 1201 Dinah Shore Boulevard, we're here to serve you with fast, friendly, and personalized service. Need prescriptions filled? Looking for over-the-counter products? We've got you covered. Plus, enjoy local delivery and expert advice from our caring team. Call us today at 931-967-2777 or stop by Bennett's Pharmacy at 1201 Dinah Shore Boulevard today.
You're listening to the starting lineup, fueled by Loco Coffee, on ESPN Radio 1340 1069 WCDT Winchester.
Back here on the starting lineup, ESPN Radio 1340 1069 WCDT Winchester. I mentioned it. I do kind of get a feeling like if Chewy was a mythical dragon creature, Sammy D would be the...
Oh, no.
Sammy D would be like the white knight riding in to save the day, to slay the Wookiee.
It would be kind of a cool story, though, because he would definitely, like, outwit me. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be like one of those ones where you just come in with a battle axe.
The dragon or Sammy D?
No, Sammy D would definitely outwit me, for sure. But, I mean, like, it'd be like, there's Mountain Dew hidden at the bottom of the volcano. And I'm like, well, I better go check.
The Dew Monster.
The Dew Monster.
How are you, my friend?
I'm doing well.
He looks a little nervous.
He should be.
Yeah.
Every week he comes in on this show, he knows what to expect.
Yeah, all three of you guys in here, it could get a little weird.
Made you sit in the middle.
You do look uncomfortable having people on either side of you.
I'll be honest, I don't like it.
Yeah. Okay, real quick before we get into the shenanigans, I did want to throw this out there. So I had a conversation the other day down in Huntland, and it was mentioned to me by Bob Robertson, and Miss Crabtree was in the meeting as well, but it was mentioned to me that they did not previously have a policy on things like what we discussed, Johnny, a couple weeks back in regard to the situation between Huntland and Franklin County,
right?
But that they were working on it. And I just got an email in my inbox that says it's signed by Bob Robertson. It says, in county athletic violations going forward, if anyone suspects that a county school has violated any TSSAA or TMSAA rule, we would like for you to report that information to your school athletic director and the school principal. They will, in turn, report the information to the district athletic director and the director of schools. The information will be investigated to see if, in fact, there has been a violation. The school will then be asked to self-report to the TSSAA or the TMSAA. If a violation is verified, we can eliminate a lot of negative information by investigating all potential rule violations at the county level before reporting it to the TSSAA and TMSAA. Thank you for your attention on this matter. Please share with all coaches and administrators. I was also told that in certain situations, if you self-report, they will also allow you to self-sanction, and those are oftentimes often better, kind of like at the college level. We've seen this where if you turn yourself in and you say, hey, we screwed up here, they acknowledge that you're not trying to hide something or get away with something or whatever the case is. And oftentimes you get away with a less severe punishment in that kind of self-reporting situation. Regardless, that's why we talk about the things that we talk about. There was not a policy. Now there's a policy.
Right.
They've got something on paper. So I think that that's a good move by them, and I agree. If you can handle it in-house, and that was the whole purpose of bringing it up, let's handle it in-house. All right. Play this man's intro. Let's pause. We'll take a pause for production.
When chaos looms and justice hangs by a thread, there's only one man to call. Sam Davidson.
Good morning, Sam.
Good morning. Now the show can start.
Yeah, now the real show can start. Yeah.
So tell us what's going on in and around the community, my friend.
Why did you say it like that?
I don't know. I just figured it would make it sound more regal. You have such
an
intense intro. I thought I needed to live up to it there for a moment.
Yeah, no, it's there's been a lot going on this week.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you guys have reported on a bunch of it.
Trying to.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep up with.
Yeah, there's been a lot. We'll just kind of work through the stuff. I don't know where y'all at y'all's houses, but last night there was some incredible winds.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Trees down all over the county.
Yeah.
I was still at the ballpark last night, and it just came out of nowhere. The winds started blowing, and trees were down everywhere across the county, and super busy for our guys and gals last night. Earlier this week, I know you guys reported about the joint investigation with us in Lincoln County.
Right.
I want to spend a little time on that because, we're talking about a block of time, roughly 18 to 20 hours, where there was 5 overdoses in our county and Lincoln County.
Yeah. Wow.
Which 3 of those resulted in fatalities. One person was in ICU, and then one person was okay. And obviously, it's never a good thing to use illegal substances, period.
That's right.
But we're at a time right now where you don't exactly know what's in those drugs, and for the longest time, folks haven't known exactly what they're taking. But now it's more dangerous than ever because some of the things that are mixed with these drugs can be fatal, and in a very small amount can be fatal. So we're working with Lincoln County. That investigation is still ongoing. I can't release any more details than what we put in the Facebook post. But just know, if you're out there listening, our county is working hard and working with Lincoln County to assist in that death investigation.
You know, it's important to note, and Felicia Kelsey sent me an update and a press release yesterday as well from the Franklin County Prevention Coalition. And we try and talk about it. We try and promote all the things that the Prevention Coalition offers. But I will remind people, you know, they do have overdose prevention education and community awareness programs. They have naloxone and Narcan training and distribution information. They've got substance misuse prevention programs for youth and adults. They've got drug-endangered children support services and activities, connections to treatment and recovery and support services, community outreach events, and educational campaigns. And again, they stand by saying, we strongly encourage community members to stay informed, check in on loved ones, and seek help if needed. If you or someone that you know is struggling with substance abuse, please know that help is available and recovery is possible. We have a tremendous resource right here in our community, and I think of the Prevention Coalition very similarly to the way that, and you've talked about this with the sheriff, putting the SROs in the school and kind of being the tip of the spear in some of the safety training when it comes to our students in the community. I feel like the Prevention Coalition is in a very similar situation as far as they are doing something, they offer services in a community that not a lot of communities have. They're a tremendous resource and are actively working. And when something like this happens, it affects everyone within the community. It's so prevalent, these substance abuse and misuse issues, even to the point where there's probably somebody in your life, if you're listening, that is misusing or improperly using something, and you may not even know it. And that's why these resources and becoming knowledgeable about it, in my mind, is so important, because you never know. You could be walking through Walmart one day and come across somebody in the middle of a medical emergency that stems from an overdose. You just never know.
Yeah, and I kind of talked a little bit at the beginning of this about what drugs are being cut with or mixed with. You know, we're finding more and more that fentanyl is in a lot of different things. And that's dangerous, obviously, because so little of it can be fatal. But we're also finding that other drugs are being mixed in with fentanyl. And what's so scary about that is that those drugs are Narcan resistant.
Ooh. Wow.
So that's a scary thing. You know, somebody posted on Facebook, why wasn't this person, the deceased in Lincoln County, why didn't they use Narcan? They did multiple times, multiple times. And that's what, and I mean, it's such a scary time right now if you're going to use illegal substances, because you really don't know what's in it. And yeah, I've reached out to a bunch of people over the last couple of days, and you know, folks that are in rehab services, all kinds of different things, and say, hey, put the word out that there's some stuff in the area that is, you know, I told them what happened, how many overdoses there were that quickly, and they all sent the word out and trying to get it out to the community and the folks that may be users to try and say, hey, stop rolling the dice.
You mentioned that obviously this is an ongoing investigation and things like that, and there's not much that you can talk about in that regard. Is there can you talk about, is there any kind of common thread with these things? Is it different substances? Is it a specific substance? Can you talk about anything from that perspective?
Yes, I'm going to try and tiptoe through this.
Okay.
Because I think it's relevant and it's important for somebody out there listening to have this information. the suspected drug. So when I say suspected, it has to be lab tested to confirm what it is and what may be mixed with it. But the common drug, as I understand it, in most of these was a substance believed to be methamphetamine. So, and it's not uncommon these days. You may find fentanyl in marijuana, methamphetamine. Most of what people believe is heroin these days is really just fentanyl. It's everywhere, and it's so dangerous. And like I said, now they're using another substance with it that is Narcan resistant, which is really tough. So, yeah, that's that took up a lot of effort with our office and also Lincoln County, and it's still ongoing. I mean, I checked in with our folks yesterday. They're still working diligently on it. I guarantee they're going to be working on it again today, assisting Lincoln County and trying to bring this investigation to a close. And the community may not know. Chewy, I'll use this example. If I sell you drugs and then you overdose and die from the drugs that I sold you, I can now be charged with second-degree murder.
Wow.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
And our office has made several of those cases ever since that law went into action. So we're going to continue to work this case, and hopefully that will be the outcome.
Yeah, certainly.
Yeah, so there's a couple of other things going on.
Wait, I want to ask you about something.
Sure,
real
go ahead.
quick.
Go ahead, Johnny.
Along those lines, because this is a big weekend, Saturday night. It's prom here for Franklin County High School. What is a good message for our juniors and seniors and their dates for this weekend?
Absolutely. Have fun, number one.
Right.
But be responsible. I would love for all the folks that will be in attendance and then the parties afterwards, I would love it if they didn't drink. Right. I would love it if they didn't do any illegal substances. That's the perfect world. I have a suspicion that some of them will be drinking and maybe doing other things.
Right.
If that's the case, please do not drive. Please do not drive. It is much safer if a kid finds themselves in a position where they have consumed alcohol and they need a ride. You know what? Just own it and call mom or dad.
Right.
Call a friend. Do not get behind the wheel this weekend.
That's right.
If you're under the influence of substances, please do not get behind the wheel. And we don't want to be the fun police. We want everybody to have fun, but we need them to do it responsibly.
That's right.
So that would be my message to kids that are listening. My message to the parents for them to pass along to their kids, and please be safe.
Absolutely.
Don't put yourself in a situation where you'd be paying for it for the rest of your life.
Absolutely, your life could be at risk, and the lives of others.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a couple of other things that, in this same vein, I want to talk about. April 25th, there is a national drug take back. It is from 8 to 12 at the Franklin County Farmers Market, right there on the boulevard.
Right.
And what that is, if you're not aware, that is it's basically people set up in that location. You can bring old medication in, and you can just drop it off, and it will be safely disposed of. Because, again, the Prevention Coalition talks about this. The easiest way to access drugs is generally in somebody's in their medicine cabinet, whether it be, you remember when I say that, I always think of the mirror that opens that everybody used to put their medications in.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
not necessarily the case anymore. Now the Prevention Coalition hands out drug lock boxes and all kinds of different things to keep those secured. But if you have extra medication and you want to get rid of it, you can come by the farmers market there on the 25th from 8 to 12. Cool. So that's a good one. Here's something that was really big yesterday, and I don't know if you guys followed it, and if you didn't, I want to let everybody know about this. So HB 1649 passed the Senate yesterday.
Okay.
Are y'all aware of this?
I saw that.
I am not.
Okay. So that is it's known as Matthew Davenport's law. This law would ban the sale and possession of kratom and kratom products in the state of Tennessee.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
And this is huge.
Yeah.
Like, this is such a huge deal.
Like, there's stores around town who had that in neon in, like, the windows.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And here's why that's so big. I've gotten to know a lot of people who are in recovery over my career, and I have talked to a gentleman who is in recovery from using heroin. He had a relapse on kratom. At the words out of his own mouth were, "It's harder to get off kratom than it was heroin."
Wow! Oh my gosh!
Wow!
And that's why it's known as gas station heroin.
Yeah.
And this is another one of those things that's been a project of our Sheriff Fuller, with the Tennessee Sheriff's Association, has been absolutely pushing for this to happen. And it went through the House, now it's through the Senate, and hopefully it will be signed. I can't think of a reason why it wouldn't be signed by the governor.
Right. But it hasn't been signed yet.
No, it has not. But that was a big step yesterday.
Absolutely. It's
getting through the Senate. I think it was 20. I think the vote was 22-3, or something like that. I can't imagine who would vote against it.
Right.
I need to look that up.
Right.
But that's a really big step, and I know the community's been calling for it. We've been, these law enforcement agencies across the state have been in between a rock and a hard place with these gas station drugs for a long time, and we're hoping. We've got the law about THC products that's kind of put on hold for right now. We're hoping to see when the state pushes that out officially, and now with this one, that really helps take these drugs out of the view of our children and the availability of these folks, because some of them are very dangerous and very addictive. So,
Brett Crabtree was curious. He said, "Is there any idea where it's coming from into the county?"
I think that he's referring to the
fentanyl.
The fentanyl,
and stuff.
Sure. So, Brett. So Tennessee's an interesting state when it comes to the way drugs move. All right. So in the state of Tennessee, you have drugs that will make their way up from Florida. You also have drugs that will make their way up from Texas. So generally, a drug moves one way, money moves the other, right? Mm-hmm. And in the state of Tennessee, it's one of the few states where drugs and money move both ways, because you may have drugs come from Texas to Memphis and then move east across the state, or you may have drugs come from Florida up to Atlanta, then to Chattanooga, and move west and east. Mm. So it's but Brett, that's generally kind of the pipeline.
Because it's a Highway 24, Highway 40. We've got major interstates that come both directions.
Both directions.
Also got the Mississippi River going up the side, so there's all that traffic coming in too.
Well, it's similar to, and we've talked about this, but the human trafficking problem in the state of Tennessee. Well, again, it goes back to they're going to follow major roadways and pipelines run. I mean, there's a reason why, from a shipping standpoint, this region is such a huge deal, and it wouldn't surprise me that all of these types of things are moving on those same roadways.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, you said it, the major thoroughfares. What I'm talking about is interstates. That's the way most things move. And yeah, Brett. So west and east from Chattanooga is the way things move, and then east from Memphis. And a lot of the things that what we found through investigations is that a lot of the illegal substances in our county come in through Chattanooga and North Georgia.
All right. As far as some of the other things going on in and around the community, anything else that we should be? And last time we had you in, you talked about boater safety. That's one of the things that we continue to want to mention. And I think that evening, was it last Friday evening, they found a boat floating on Normandy, and somebody had hit a tree stump or something like that, submerged log in the water, fell off their boat, wasn't wearing a life jacket, and passed away. And again, we can't reiterate that enough either.
Yes, if you're going to be on the water, wear a life jacket. It's literally that simple. I can't say that will prevent death, but it brings the chances down really, really, really low.
And a real quick update, if you want. I know there were a lot of folks interested. You had an incident at the opening day over there at Estill Springs.
Yes, it is. It is. Baseball season is wide open, and we did have an incident. There was a young man who was hit by a truck. Incredibly, I was there, working and getting that young man loaded up on the ambulance. From being there and seeing immediately, I cannot believe it was just a miracle that he did not have any broken bones.
Wow. Really?
It's.
I heard he's been at not practicing, but he's been
he's been at the ballpark almost every night this week.
Right.
Wow,
which is incredible. It was just a true blessing, and it is baseball season. I told you guys early on, y'all know I'm a Braves fan. I was like, oh goodness, this is going to be a rough year, and I don't know how, some miracle again, but they're leading the division. I don't know how that's possible, but it's been a big week of baseball for my rec team too. Right. I've had 5 players this week get their first home run ever.
Wow.
That is incredible.
In a week?
In a week.
That is absolutely amazing. Great job.
I had 3 get their first home run in one game.
I give credit to strong opening day ceremonies.
I do. They were surely inspired. It was on opening day.
Was it?
Yes. So,
of course, the national anthem singer is going to take credit for that.
Absolutely.
Hey, gave him the courage.
You did a great job on that, by the way. So yeah, the first day, I'll give my guys a shout out. On the first day, I had Ollie, Robbie, and Sawyer get a home run.
Nice.
All right.
Tuesday, my son Creed got his first home run and second home run.
Wow! Shout out to Creed.
That's right. And then last night, Sawyer got his first home run.
That's
Not
awesome.
bad.
Congratulations, guys.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
So super proud of those guys. Baseball is in full swing all across the county, not just Estill, and the kids are having a blast. And last night I was still at the ballpark at 9:00, and right when that storm blew in,
right,
and it was really weird. Like, it just got calm, and then all of a sudden the wind was blowing.
We were at the high school. Joe and I called the girls' high school softball game. Well, then they had a JV game afterwards, and so I'm sitting there talking to some of the parents, and exactly like you said, all of a sudden you saw the swirls of dirt, and then this monsoon. It was crazy.
Yeah, how did they suspend play during the winter? Because
they scattered. It was the JV game. The varsity game was finished, so the dust started swirling. You couldn't even see.
Yeah, it was terrible.
And so the sky got dark and everybody scattered. So it was interesting. It was a little scary.
It was. I mean, I thought for sure we were going to lose some trees at the park. So
they gave each other the look. We got to take a break.
We do. We do. That is the break look. Good job by you. just when Johnny figures out we take commercial breaks on these things,
it took me 6 months.
All right, we'll be back on the other side to continue the conversation with Sammy D. It is a What the Florida Friday as well, so we'll probably sneak some Florida Man in here as well this morning. Again, you're tuned in to the starting lineup, fueled by Loco Coffee on ESPN Radio 1340 1069 WCDT Winchester.
In honor of April being National Poetry Month, I've prepared a little something for you all. Welcome to the month that's known for its showers. 30 days from now, it will all turn to flowers. But if you're looking for a little more green between now and then, stop by your local lottery retailer for a chance at a win. With new instant games and prizes up to $500K, game-changing fun could be headed your way. This was a message from the Tennessee Lottery. Please do your best to play responsibly.
The Tennessee Lifeline Peer Project connects individuals and families to addiction recovery resources right here in Franklin County and across our region, from treatment referrals and 12-step meetings to education and ongoing support. Because recovery happens when we're stronger together, and life truly is stronger without it. Learn more at fcpctn.org/TNLifeline or call 931-464-0725 Funded under a grant contract with the Tennessee Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Services.
This spring, take pride in your yard with Flagship Lawn Services. From mowing and trimming to mulch and full cleanups, they deliver professional results at a fair, honest price. And with their Flagship Finish Guarantee, every job is done right, or they'll make it right. No shortcuts, no hassle. Just a yard that looks the way it should. Call or text Flagship Lawn Services today at 239-849-4033 and see the difference for yourself.
It's time for a local news break from the 931 Go News Center.
Thomas Edward Gwynn, one of Tullahoma's oldest residents and a decorated U.S. Army Ranger, passed away April 6th at the age of 106. Born June 2nd, 1919, in Moscow, Tennessee, Gwynn joined the Army in 1940 and became an Army Ranger in 1943. He served in World War II, fighting in historic battles, including D-Day, the Battle of the Bulge, and the Battle of Normandy. He later served in the Korean War, participating in the Battle of Incheon. Gwynn was captured as a prisoner of war twice and escaped both times. His honors include 12 Purple Hearts, the Silver Star, the Bronze Star, the Distinguished Service Cross, and the Prisoner of War Medal. He is remembered locally as the greatest Ranger that ever was. In law enforcement news, the Franklin and Lincoln County Sheriff's Offices are conducting a joint investigation following the death of 31-year-old Jeffrey Dwayne Roberts of Lincoln County. Roberts reportedly ingested an illegal narcotic during a traffic stop April 14th and later died at a Fayetteville hospital. The investigation led to a search warrant executed April 15th at the residence on Hickory Drive in Huntland. Authorities seized suspected methamphetamine and marijuana, multiple firearms, and drug paraphernalia. 3 individuals were arrested on various drug and firearm charges. The investigation into Roberts' death remains ongoing. In city government, the Winchester City Council has approved a $6 million bid from Robert Roberts LLC of Chattanooga for a major city hall renovation project. The renovation will expand the facility to more than 12,000 square feet, including updated office space and additional amenities. Officials say rising costs and structural upgrades increase the project total from earlier estimates. For more local news and updates, visit 931go.com. Stay informed and stay connected to your community with ESPN Radio Winchester.
When it comes to caring for your loved ones, choose a name you can trust. Inhabit Home Health in Winchester, located at 2068 Cowan Highway. We're here to provide compassionate professional care right in the comfort of your own home. From skilled nursing to therapy services, our team is dedicated to helping you or your loved ones achieve the best quality of life. Call Inhabit Home Health today at 931-967-0633 to learn more about our personalized care plans.
We had a plan, and then the microphones came on. You're listening to the starting lineup on ESPN Radio 1340 1069, WCDT Winchester.
Back here on the starting lineup, ESPN Radio 1340 1069 WCDT Winchester. Joe Abraham in studio with Chewy, and because it's a Friday, we've got Sammy D in with us, and because he's awesome, we've also got Johnny Hand in with us as well this morning.
Hey, real quick,
yeah,
I may have missed Wyatt last night. I may have said Wyatt's dad, Andrew. So he's one of my coaches, so I apologize. Wyatt got his first home run last night, and it was I have to give him a shout out. It was in a spot where the first time we had not been in the lead this season, so we came out flat the first inning, and didn't do so hot, and we were behind, and Wyatt came up, bases loaded, grand slam.
Wow,
nice.
Now was that a humble brag though? First time you weren't in the lead. So
it was absolutely.
Are you guys undefeated?
We are.
Yeah.
We are. I caught that.
So that was the first time the kids we'd been behind
the
entire season. So
so shout out to Mrs. Davidson, Andrea Davidson, out there for us for the thing up there. She jumped into the chat this morning.
Yeah, she.
Your mom's got to keep you straight.
I know. Even at my age, she still keeps me straight.
Katie, go ahead. Well, Katie jumped in the chat telling us about there are lots of debris down in Tullahoma this morning, so be careful if you're at it out there.
I try and avoid Tullahoma. I'm just kidding. Not really. So tune in later today. It is the final send-off of the afternoon handoff. And
busy.
Johnny, you got a fairly busy show today. Not only do you have Jay Cool, who's coming back in to talk about the Spring Thaw Poker Run, which is tomorrow, but you've also you got a chance to wrap things up. One of your daughters is going to be in studio, and she's bringing some friends along.
One of my daughters is going to be in studio. The other one's the one that bossed us around, Joe, and booked this. so
your one daughter has become the booking agent for your other daughter. Okay.
So Jenna is coming. It's going to be, and I encourage folks to tune in. They're going to come in after school. So I'll have Jay Cool in hour number 1. And what we're having to finish out the afternoon handoff, no better way to go out, and I'm really excited about this. We're going to have the 5 leads from The Little Mermaid.
Yeah,
that are going to be here on. So Jenna plays Flounder, but we're going to have Paisley plays Ariel. Isaiah, friend of the program.
Yeah.
We love Isaiah. He's Sebastian. He's going to be here. Eden Kilgore is Ursula. I know she's going to be here. And so it's going to be a great time. I'm with you, Joe. Jenna is coming. Jada is the one who told you and I both that they are coming.
Yes.
And so we're very excited about that. And so encourage folks. But also in between all that excitement, Chewy's going to sit in with me for a little bit.
Sure. Right.
This afternoon. We're going to talk about, I'm going to show him around the studio. And
show him how things work.
Show him everything. Show him how the 2 to 4 hour works. And
I love this. Mom did jump in, by the way, saying, "Hello, distinguished gentlemen, and my child Chewy." Dang, shots fired this morning from every angle.
That's your mom.
Yeah, I know.
You can't do that.
It should be considered. Miss Gretchen at this point has essentially become royalty because you're her spawn, and that's a big deal.
If you think I'm cool, you should wait till you see my mom.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Yeah.
And we're getting the chance. Your dad's now.
Yeah, he's
venturing
getting into
this stuff.
Yeah.
You need to be careful. You give him a couple of more appearances, he's going to become more famous than you.
I'm worried about that. That's why I can't let Mom on the radio. Everyone's going to be like, "Oh, she's way better."
Oh man! All right, so Sammy D, do we have anything else that is area specific that you want to get into, or is it time to transition away from the, more depressing stuff to the fun stuff that comes out of Florida?
I think it's time for Florida Man.
Yes.
All right.
That's my favorite time of the week. All right, Chewy. Pause for production.
Florida man gone wild.
Florida man caught bringing his iguana.
Florida man caught stealing.
Florida man caught bringing his gator.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
It's time for What the Florida Friday.
It is. It's our favorite time of the week. We're going to start things off. So here's the way I think that we need to do today is Sammy D's going through and looking through something. You want to throw one out, and then I'll throw one out. These are all going to be just real, but we're going to talk about them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to start with one.
Okay.
It seems crowd appropriate here.
Okay.
I'm wondering where this
I think
is going.
I'm already offended.
Well, no.
You'll know as soon as you hear it.
Yeah. Florida man says scooter he purchased came with meth and other drugs inside. This
Sure
guy sounds
did.
like a hoagie roller.
No. Don't put that on me. Just because one of your...
He's definitely not part of the syndicate.
No.
Just
He's
say
an
that.
aspiring Sindo member. They're not going to let you in with that rap sheet, brother.
No. So a Florida man arrested while driving a scooter packed with methamphetamine and cocaine claimed the drugs were left behind by the vehicle's previous owner, telling a deputy he didn't know what to do with them. I cannot pronounce this guy's name. Was stopped in Key Largo on Sunday while driving a green Yamaha scooter that had a license plate obscured by spray paint, according to the arrest report.
Okay.
Sounds legit.
Yeah.
The driver told the deputy he didn't have a license, claiming he paid necessary fines to have it restored, but found the DMV office closed when he tried to submit the paperwork. The deputy later found out that the driver's license had been suspended 4 times this year. So,
This year.
Yep. So, he tried to pull the old.
It's April.
Let's just spray paint over it. Nobody will know.
Yeah, he tried to pull the old. These aren't my drugs.
I know.
They came with the vehicle.
Does that ever work?
I don't believe so.
I'm flabbergasted that they didn't let him off. I mean,
I count
poor
on
guy.
I count on Doug Garrett to do a sweep of the vehicle before I purchase it.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, here's one for you. Florida man caught hauling, and again, I think that this is relative to the conversation that we had today. Caught hauling over 2,000 pounds of marijuana on I-75.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Again, you never know what's going on in those main roads, those
That
thoroughfares.
explains the traffic jam.
And this is a recent one, so a lot of times the ones that we do, they might pop up and hit our feed from years ago. This happened yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Good job by the officers down in Florida, specifically this very handsome puppers, which was part of the bust.
Oh, good.
Absolutely. My phone spazzed out, Joe. You're going to have to go next.
That's okay. I got a good one. Florida man arrested for attacking somebody with, what do you guys think the weapon of choice was in this argument?
I'm going to say a food item.
Okay.
That's
You'd
where
be
my
wrong.
brain went.
Kapow!
Nope.
Is that too broad, or should I get more specific? You know, I'm going to say like some kind of sandwich.
Okay.
The hair dryer.
I'm going to
Guess?
go. Wait, what time of year was this? Is this summer?
Oh, that's a good question.
I don't know. Doesn't say. It's just the
Where
headline.
my brain's at? Is it grilling season? Did you get after somebody with a spatula or a set of tongs?
Just
let me say this.
It's a purple
This,
nurple.
this may or may not help you. It happened at a Waffle House.
Oh,
Okay, so chair, plate,
Yeah.
knife, fork.
Spatula's probably the
Frozen
right
squirrel, gentlemen.
I'm sorry.
No way.
answer. Oh, scattered,
I don't-
covered in chunks.
I don't know. I don't know where you acquire.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know where you acquire a frozen squirrel, but maybe there was like right next to the Waffle House. There's the local taxidermist or something.
A
Could've been.
cryogenically frozen squirrel that wakes up mid-fight, you know?
That's my favorite new weapon of all time. Don't make me hit you with a frozen squirrel, Chewy.
It reminds me of that movie with the guy where he had the squirrels as nunchucks. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking
You've
about.
never seen
What
this?
is it?
I think it's called, I don't know, it may be a movie that may be culturally insensitive right now. To be honest with you.
The Squirrel Nunchucks movie might be.
Yeah, I think it was a little, I don't know, yeah. Maybe I haven't seen that. Brett Crabtree says toilet plunger.
It was Kung Pao, Enter the Fist.
Yeah, that was it, Kung Pao. I didn't know if that was like an offensive thing to say anymore. Yeah, because it was pretty stereotypical for the time.
Kung Pao or Enter the Fist?
I'm sorry. That was really funny. Okay, go ahead. What happened?
Do you got another one yet?
Please do.
I'm finding a bunch that are not appropriate for
Yeah.
the radio, so I'm really struggling.
Save
That's
those
all right.
for
I
Monday.
got you another one. This guy looks like somebody who I want to be friends with. Florida man fined for holding unpermitted. Tell me this doesn't sound like me. Fined for holding unpermitted wrestling tournament in Golden Corral parking lot.
First off, legend. You don't
There's so much about this. Okay.
He's such a promoter. I think that that's tremendous.
This is a great idea for Golden Corral.
Presented by Golden Corral. He said it was the 3rd annual. So.
Okay, so he's done this before.
And it's at Golden Corral.
You can't.
You just go in there and get the buffet, get some steaks. You know what I mean?
That
After
little
the fight,
meatloaf in between.
there you
matches.
go.
Sammy D, what do we have to do to get a celebrity wrestling match right in like the parking lot or in the side yard here at the station? What kind of permitting would we have to go through for that?
You know, I can't speak for the city of Winchester, but I think, I don't think you got to get anything from the county. What I would do, if you're going to do that, I think you need to let's don't go like Greco-Roman wrestling. Let's don't go actual wrestling or WWE wrestling. Let's get some folks out here in the big sumo suits.
Ooh. I wouldn't even have to wear one.
I
That
know.
would be
I was just
awesome.
thinking the same thing. We'd save money on Chewy.
Scotty
I feel
Steele
like-
versus Joey Abraham.
Ooh, that would be interesting. Same height.
Jeff versus Ricky.
Jeff versus Ricky. Now that I would pay to watch. Unironically, I would like to see that. There's some pent up years between those two
Yeah.
with that aggression.
Sammy D and I could fight, and the winner gets Chewy.
Just
you
as
you
a
both would
promotional-
just lay down.
I forfeit.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of stories here that keep popping up because
Okay.
they're similar, and I think these folks may have been inspired by George Jones. Florida man faces DUI charges after a deputy caught him driving a lawnmower down a highway. According to deputies, Paul Burke of Fort McCoy was spotted riding the lawnmower down Highway 316. Dashcam video shows the Florida man slurring his speech while talking to deputies, admitting he had been drinking. Initially, he told the deputies he had a couple, but later admitted, "I've had maybe a little too much to drink tonight." He declined to perform a sobriety test, saying he can't complete the exercises because he's been drinking too much. He finally told the deputy, "Just take me to jail." He was arrested on a DUI charge.
Wait, so what was he driving?
A lawnmower.
No more.
You can get a DUI on a lawnmower?
Yes.
We've talked about this. Yeah, like I asked. Yeah, that was.
Yep.
I asked you at one point about like what constitutes a DUI, and you said it was pretty broad, right?
It is. So for a long time, electric vehicles were an exception.
Really?
And now they closed that up.
Oh,
So,
yeah, but
it said an internal combustion engine.
It should,
had to move
so
the
it's not
vehicle.
like speed related.
No.
No, like there was those videos we talked about at one time about it was those viral skits of like the guy, he was on the escalator,
scissor lift?
yeah, the scissor lift,
Yeah.
and he still got pulled over, and he says, "I'm gonna tase you if you don't stop," and then he does.
I didn't realize that you could get a DUI if you were going less than like 10 miles an hour or
You
something.
not seen Tommy Boy?
Yeah, like I had a friend who got a DUI on a
And I don't
four-wheeler.
mean in a car. I mean, yeah, I mean in a non
Right.
like in a something else, in a weird
If it
thing.
moves.
Yeah. I had a friend who went up the turnpike towards the Cove, and they thought that they were allowed to drink and get on the four-wheelers. Turns out they
What
were
about-
not.
What about like a motorized scooter?
Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Crazy.
I'll
So-
test
I mean,
it
not
out for
crazy,
you.
but
I'll test it out for you.
didn't
You know,
realize
like
it.
whenever I get a hold of my scooter, I'll tell Sammy D about it. You know, I'll say, "Hey, is this legal?"
So
Yeah, ask all the
I
questions.
read the first one. That was the setup.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. So in true Florida man fashion,
a lawnmower.
68-year-old Gary Wayne Anderson.
Gary Wayne.
Sound like a country
OGW.
music singer.
Yep.
Got all of his albums.
With a blood alcohol level of 0.241, 3 times the legal limit, was arrested after crashing a lawnmower into a police cruiser.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh!
Well, you know why is because you shouldn't be driving a lawnmower if you're intoxicated. It's a DUI.
The Florida
I learned
man
that today.
The Florida man told deputies he didn't cause any damage and that he was drunk. He was also unable to perform field sobriety tests and accused the police of poisoning him. According to police, Anderson's driver's license has been suspended since March 1978. He also has 2 prior DUI convictions.
His
The que-
license is older
He wasn't
than the-
driving though. He was cutting. The question is, was the PTO engaged? That's the only thing I'm worried about because that's dangerous. If the PTO is engaged, then we got a problem.
That's right.
He lost his license probably before the officer who arrested him was born, too. You know, so that's got to be great.
All right, here's one for Brett Crabtree. I'm pretty sure this might actually be Brett in the picture. Florida man hoards 600 gallons of gas in his above-ground pool.
Why is that illegal?
And why is that a Brett Crabtree?
Florida man hoards 600. Okay, so Lakeland, Florida, 51-year-old Lakeland man was arrested Tuesday after Polk County fire marshals responded to a neighbor complaint and discovered approximately 600 gallons of unleaded gasoline stored in a 24-foot above-ground swimming pool in the man's backyard, covered with a tarp, 2 lawn chairs, and a hand-painted sign that said "Private, not a pool anymore." He was hoarding the gas for, quote, when it gets bad.
You know what? I don't understand why this guy is getting arrested. This is a genius idea.
I don't know. Well, yeah, I guess he did get arrested because there's a picture of him within his mugshot. But I'm with you. I don't know why he got arrested either.
Can you imagine him having to explain when his cellmate asked, "What are you in for?"
Oh, I'm not telling
Hey,
anybody.
Too much gas.
Too much gas.
Felonious gas.
Felonious gas. Dude, I would be so mad about that. I'd be like, first off, who snitched? That's what I want to know. Who is the guy who said there's a guy with a pool of gasoline in his backyard? You know, that to me is like...
I mean, that's over $2,000 worth of gas.
I'm sorry, I thought this was America. You know,
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I'm allowed to have gas in my pool if I want to have it in there. There's nowhere that says I have to have water in my pool. You're lucky it's not like red wine or something, which would be kind of cool.
The headline that I just I'm reading, I can't read it because it's inappropriate. What he was doing in a Burger King, but
he had it his way.
But he was arrested. He wasn't
Johnny.
He wasn't arrested for doing the thing that he was doing. He was arrested for refusing to stop doing the thing that he was doing.
Oh, okay.
Like they gave him a warning first.
Like, hey, cut that.
Don't
take
do
that
that.
outside. You know.
Go do that at the Waffle House. Come on now. This is a classy establishment here.
That's some McDonald's behavior.
That's some Arby's behavior.
I don't. You better hope the
have
king
the
doesn't
meats.
catch you.
Arby's has the meats.
Arby's has the meats.
Oh dear.
We're devolving Sammy D. Save us.
And then Brett says, "What do you think that makes me think of me when you say that story?"
Oh gosh,
the gas story in particular. He's a prepper, you know. That's what I would say. That's the closest. It does sound like Brett. It does sound like you though. Sound like you don't trust the government for that kind of thing. Got to fill up the pool with gas.
That's what I was getting at with the whole. So here's one per your DUI. Florida man arrested for DUI on a golf cart after his wife falls out on the way home from the club.
Yes, that's
the club.
The club.
Yeah, that's actually becoming more common.
The
Folks
golf
falling
cart
out.
thing?
Yep, when they're intoxicated and then they get charged. I got an interesting one here. I haven't read it, so I don't know where this is going to go. Florida man breaks into home, blames horse.
Okay.
A Florida man has been arrested after reportedly using a horse to break into a home. It all started when homeowner Steve Ferguson began receiving alerts on his phone showing surveillance of a Florida man on his property. Steve called the sheriff's office before heading home to confront the intruder. When he arrived, he saw a horse attempting to flee the scene, as well as 52-year-old Lonnie Maddox. "What were you doing in my house?" Ferguson asked. The Florida man then explained, "My horse broke into your house, mister, and I had to go in and get her." I said, "Okay, so she broke into the gate, and then the porch, and then the house," Ferguson said. Surveillance footage shows Maddox on the property attempting to enter the padlocked front door. When he couldn't get in, he broke a back window and climbed inside. The arrest report states that the Florida man told deputies the horse went into the yard through a broken fence, so he followed it. Nothing was stolen, but he caused approximately $100 in damages. The horse did not belong to Maddox and was returned to its owner.
He's just hanging out with him. He's a fellow horse crime.
It was Tornado's fault. He broke in here.
That's right.
I like it. Like they both met up by accident, and he's like, "Well, I'm breaking into this house," and the horse is like, "I got you."
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, exactly. So the police officer comes. "Whose idea was this?" And he just points at the horse that's like running away in the distance. That is the goofiest thing that could ever happen to a human being.
Yeah, it's that's what do you got? You got one more good one?
I got one more good one. So y'all remember when the iguanas were falling out of the trees?
Yeah.
Florida man creates a blanket of cold, stunned iguanas. And there's literally a picture of him laying underneath frozen iguanas.
So what's the crime?
Yeah.
No crime.
Oh,
just a picture of
they
him.
just wanted to let
under
you
the
know
iguanas.
that this is some of the shenanigans that
May or
Florida
may
man's
not be
getting up with.
AI, but I wouldn't put it past him.
I just want to know how he came up with so many iguanas that fast.
They
How do
must
you
be
get
just so
under 'em all?
prevalent. They must be so prevalent, like in Florida.
He just probably laid under a tree and shook it, and they just all landed on
They,
him.
like a bunch of bananas, like all fell out of the tree. Oh,
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. Only in Florida. Sometimes in Giles County.
All right.
Mostly Grundy. All right. That'll
trying
do
to
it
make
for
everyone else mad now.
I mean, while we're at it, Mike's around, might as well. Gentlemen, I appreciate y'all coming in this morning. Johnny, I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you for dropping in. This is your last appearance on the starting lineup until the next time.
Right.
But I do encourage folks to tune in this afternoon for the afternoon handoff. Again, the final version of the afternoon handoff. It's going to be a great one. Lots of guests. And two, I can't wait to hear about The Little Mermaid, which is coming up very soon. You can learn about that show and hear from some of the students directly from Franklin County High School as they join Johnny this
We'll
afternoon.
have Ariel, Ursula, Flounder, Sebastian, Prince Eric, all in studio.
And you don't even have to go under the sea.
Yeah.
Under the sea. All right, Chewy.
Yes.
Do that thing that we do when we stop doing the show.
You have been listening to the starting lineup right here on ESPN Radio Winchester 1340 1069. Stay tuned for Swap and Shop coming up next.
Need to do the same thing over again with different flight scenes, right? Like
right.
That's kind of what it felt like.
Okay, well, I got some great news for you. This is going to make you really happy. It was announced yesterday that Top Gun 3 is official.